I would like to share with you all a bit of wisdom, if you would. The key to not being disappointed in life is lowered expectations. So today, when we register to play some standard and have eschewed not only breeding pool, but the color green in its entirety from our deck, lowered expectations are key. We have M21 card, Demonic Embrace here. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types. You may cast Demonic Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. So this card, in large part, is the reason why we have 24 lands in our aggressive deck. So Demonic Embrace kind of allows us to convert extra lands in the mid to late game into extra copies of Demonic Embrace out of the bin. We also have 4 copies of Castle. We're just looking to curve out here. We've got some 1-drops. We've got a 2-drop. Spawn of Mayhem, in a lot of ways, is another 3-drop because of our 1-drops that can pressure our opponent. And then we got some Rankle at the top end of our curve, and then some extra removal. Yeah, Black Rancor is a reasonable comparison, I think. It gives flying as well, so we have like lots of good evasive things at the top end, so let's go ahead and pop on into some games here with this, see how it goes. See people chatting about the Rune Terror decks we're going to play later today. Yeah, we'll see. I played a little bit of Bannerman off stream last night and climbed up to Plat 1. So hopefully between Heimer, VI, and Darius, we can burst into Diamond or whatever the thing is above Platinum in Rune Terror. I haven't been there before. Pretty easy mulligans here. 1 lander to start, and then this hand just doesn't have a curve. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. Keep the bad 5, I suppose. Dark Rider, thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. CD Sniper SSK, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. If I'm being pointedly honest, I'm more interested to see what their ban list updates are on Monday than I am to see what Jumpstart's going to do to the format. Jumpstart overall is a kind of low power leveled set. Yeah, it's kind of like mono black Embercleave in a way, right? Like not like this is like an appropriately powered leveled Embercleave, right? It's like an Embercleave that doesn't leave you like what's going on here. Overall, the new cards that are being added in Jumpstart are kind of a low-ish power level. So I'm skeptical that they'll really make a meaningful impact on the format. Let's draw another Demonic Embrace, huh? Rats. Try and draw a removal spell here. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack with this. I'm supposed to leave this in my hand. I'm supposed to just wait to do this next turn. Because even though we'll discard this, we'd be able to play it from the bin. So maybe I'm supposed to just, like, only attack with this, force that they'd still have this in their lands, and then next turn I like Demonic Embrace the other one. A couple of cards will be nice, like Explore and Thragtusk. Yeah, I guess, like, people will technically be able to play, like, 8 Growth Spirals in Historic, basically. That's the other thing, too, right? Like, you talk about some of the things that are going to be coming to the format, and it's like, well, Reclamation's going to get a lot better. I'm glad we have Reclamation banned from the Hoaglandia tournament, because otherwise it would be Growth Spiral. Just sure, but like you always want Growth Spiral on 2, right? So like you just play 8 of them, so you could basically always have them on 2. Yeah, I think if I hadn't traded the second Regisaur. And maybe it didn't matter because they have a Boreal Grazer here, but... Explore is being printed in Jumpstart. No, it's not standard legal chat. We're talking about Jumpstart and Historic. Please be dead. Please be dead. Ugin. Removal spell here is still lethal, right? He says before his opponent plays a Boreal Grazer. Alright, are we done now? I think we're done now. Bringing a bunch of Noxious Grasps. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Soul Guide Lantern against Uro. Yeah, big agree that a Boreal Grazer is a pretty offensive card. Alright, I mean, this hand is similar. I mean, and remember, too, last game was close, and we started on 5 cards, right? So, like, reasonable 7 here, good curve. Look at this incredibly. Were you well engaged, chat? Was it interesting? Was it stimulating? Are you not amused? 7, 11, 13, right? Don't even have the Demonic Embrace. Really hard-fought game on both sides. Good tactical decisions. Meaningful choices. It's a Duress matchup. I wonder if it's a Duress matchup, especially on the draw. Snags, Ugins, and Planeswalkers. Real Honeywell, thanks for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not really cutting things that smash face to fit the Duress is in. I'm like cutting removal spells and I'm cutting removal spells in like a 3-1 for 2. Alright. It's a good start. Our 5s have been good. Our 5s have been good so far. Yeah, the Rune Terror deck tracker site, for people talking about that, they have 14 decks currently listed as A or S tier based on win rate. Happy Sunday, Mr. Mark the Shark. Okay, I mean... To speak good things about our deck, we've mulliganed to 5 twice, but our 5s have been very good both times. So that's nice. We have a removal spell here. For people that didn't keep up with the tournaments over the weekend, by the way, there was a Teamer Rec mirror match played in the finals of the 1,500 player Red Bull tournament. Teamer Reclamation went from 20% of the SCG field to 4 copies of the top 8. There was also a 5th Reclamation deck in the SCG top 8 that was a 4-color Reclamation deck that splashed for Teferi. Because naturally the only way to improve Teamer Reclamation is to add Teferi to it. Yeah, Red Bull event finished this morning. I mean, to be fair, for people that are saying Wizards said Standard is great, they haven't explicitly said that. As is often the case, their silence is deafening. Yeah, that's true. The 4-color rec deck played Kenrith also. That is accurate. I was going to say second Demonic Embrace is lethal, but then my opponent gained 3 life for the 3rd time this game. That's no longer true. I've inferred from their silence that is great. That's probably a fair inferral. The Hydroid Crisis will be for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish here. Solid double-digit Hydroid Crisis. Oh, just a nuke in the Spirit Dragon. Yeah, that's super beatable. Let's go ahead and activate this real quick here. Yep. We even had lethal on top of our deck. Well, at least this will exile their lands too, right? Oh, the 8-mana Planeswalker synergizes with the 5-mana Planeswalker that ramps you. Oh, that's great design. I really like that. That's very, very well thought out. What a spectacular, stunning, great addition to the standard Magic the Gathering format. These decks were supposed to get to play once upon a time. Like this deck was supposed to have Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer in it, and Oko. Thanks for the 29 months, Mr. Lifeguard. They were supposed to have Veil and Once and Oko. What did they even test? What did they even test in this format? What was the testing team doing? Oh, God. This hand's great. Let's do it, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two out of two. 2 out of 2. Shishisha. Oh, yeah. You block my aggro creature with your ramp spell, opponent. You do it. Block me, daddy. Whew! Hit the land drop. Nailed it. Someone said once upon a time would help aggro decks more that, you know. Sure, that's a take. I think that was SCG's Ross Merriam with that take, right? I believe. I'm putting Demonic Embrace here so I can split up how much we're punching them for. Maybe it's correct to do it here and just like make them chump and then hit them for 5, then I have 10 flying next turn. Alright, so they're dead on board. They could have a removal spell here, hoping to draw a land so we can play Rankle. Eliminate! Eliminate! Yes. Few Duresses, few Noxious Grasps. Snap it off. Let's go. For Detective Shroom! Sounds good, Landon. Thanks for the biddies. I appreciate the support. Hope you're staying safe out there. Logan Roku, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. What am I bottoming here? The 7's so good, but it's tough to figure out what to give up. I think it's Rotting Regisaur. That's close. Like, the evasion from Demonic Embrace seems important, and I really want to go... It could just be Scorpion. We just hope to draw another 1-drop. We are on the draw. Yeah, it's probably right. I'm going to play a Grazer on one anyways, so like my threats don't matter. Sure. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. Nice discard spell, Hogland. Suck on these creature ramp spells, Hogland. Oh. This ramp looks really steep. Be careful. That's a good line. So anyways, they started blasting. Scorpion's actually a great draw here. because it lets me Noxious Grasp something on their turn. And then I don't have anything to discard. So I assume they're going to draw the land and then play Hydroid Krasis as a 6/6, draw 3 cards. Oh, just Ugin! Yeah, sure, no big. No big. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. He costs 8 mana. Listen, 8 is the new 5, chat. 8 is the new 5. So, because I'm not going live till 11 a.m. now, we should have the ban list update posted tomorrow morning before I go live. So, first thing tomorrow morning when I go live, we can have a dissection and talk about what they did and didn't do. Miles, thanks for the 3rd of a year. Remember when aggro was Ramp's weakness since they just had to play lands the first few turns? Thanks, Grazer and Uro. Yep. Is it too much to ask that the avatars face each other on the loading screen? Well, you see, I can't even get animations for my alternate win con cards, and I can't get borderless versions of format staples like a Boreal Grazer. So where on God's green earth do you expect them to get the funding to flip this avatar around? Do you know how many clicks it takes in GIMP to flip an image over, chat? What do you think WotC is? Made of money? You think they're made of money, chat? Grazer me. Yeah, Grazer on 1. 3 out of 3. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love it. Love it, opponent. Grazer me. Grazer me, daddy. When do they have Grazer on 1? 100% of the time. When do... Oh! Oh, God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, yeah. Oh. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. It rubs the Grazer on the skin or else it gets the arrow again. Imagine a world where the ramp deck is also the anti-aggro part of the deck. Yeah. Yep. Yes, yeah, I didn't stumble this game, chat. I played 1, 2, 3, 4 on curve. This was their turn 3 play. Oogin me, daddy. Oogin me. You know just what I like. Just a Hydroid Graces. Just an itty bitty Hydroid Graces. We're dead, right? They can blow this up. This makes 2. Good job. They're at 20. T-Beard, thank you for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Please make the breeding pools stop. The breeding pools will continue until morale improves. In happier Magic-related news, after spending almost 2 hours last night working out some technical difficulties, I believe I have finagled a way to do time-shifted feature matches for the Hoaglandia Open this weekend, which I believe no one else has done for remote tournaments as of yet, right? Like, that's not something Channel Fireball or Star City put together? So, unless our primary feature match goes really long, we should be able to cover 2 matches start to finish every round. SCG has time-shifted feature matches for their arena events. I'm not talking about backup matches, I'm talking about time-shifted. Like, and for people that don't know what that means is, we'll be able to follow 2 full matches start to finish. SCG tried. The only winning move is not to play. That's really weird. I watched SCG for like 2 hours at different points yesterday, and they had a ton of downtime. I was really surprised how much time I spent watching their stream in 2 hours that they didn't have Magic on the screen for a digital event. Well, yeah, I mean, their paper tournaments always have an incredible amount of downtime, but like a lot of the downtime during paper tournaments is outside of their control. Like there's logistical things as well, so I don't really fault them for having a lot of downtime in paper tournaments. So again, like, I understand SCG normally has a lot of downtime, but I think that is not, like, paper tournaments and digital are different. I think it's reasonable to have different expectations for digital versus paper. Are you surprised that there are only 58 players enrolled with 6 days to the tournament? No, because we have an entry fee. So for people that don't understand, one of the reasons why we added the entry fee for the Open this time through was because in the previous Opens, we filled the tournament a month out and then had 30+% of people drop from the tournament the night of or morning of. So I am not surprised in the slightest that there's only about 60 people signed up so far. They're still a week out. Adding an entry fee means people will be less likely to join if they're not certain they can play. Gab the Greater, thanks for the 15 months. I also think there's people waiting to find out what happens tomorrow. I also think Magic as a whole is at an all-time low, which probably doesn't help. I think I want to kill this, huh? Like, I don't think I can count on one hand the number of Magic content creators I've seen on Twitter in the last 2 weeks talking about how they're checking out other games because they can't stomach the current play patterns of Magic. Okay, but here's a real question, Bushes. You're saying your ability or desire to play is contingent on the decisions Wizards of the Coast makes. Like, what are you expecting them to do that would make you play than what's different than what I already decided to remove from the tournament? Like, what else do you feel like needs to be removed from Historic other than Reclamation and Teferi? Because, like, the goal of banning the things I banned was to encourage people to play even if they're not happy with how Wizards manage things. You want Winota back mostly? Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, so my opponent has left themselves dead on board. Wait. I'm confused. Can I not guess this? Oh, I have to click on myself. What an incredibly reasonable and intuitive user interface. I have to click on my face. Yes, that is what a great example of user interface design. Genuinely had no idea what the client wanted me to do there until someone in chat pointed out what I needed to do. You're right. Magic Online also requires you to click on your own face, and Magic Online is also a pile of dog shit. You are correct that both of those things are true. How many removal spells are too many removal spells in this matchup? Is 9 too many? Is it too few? Can I go up to 11? I'm on the draw. I kind of feel like I want more. I'm gonna trim a Rankle. Let's do this. Yeah, like Moto is saddled with technical debt at the very least. Like Arena is supposed to like improve upon these things. Arena was supposed to correct the many various glaring issues that application has had over the years. Yeah, like why? Like Shockland's a great example. Why on God's green earth is it asking me to click on my face to do that rather than a pay 3 life button? Like Shocklands literally have a pay 2 life button when you put them into play, right? I'm not crazy. That's a perfect example. I'm not playing a deck that has Shocklands at the moment, but that's true, right? Like Shocklands, you literally have a button that says pay 2 life? Or am I nuts? Okay. Just because there can be a pay 2 life button doesn't mean there's a pay 3 life button. Fair. Oh, you know what? They're a questing beast deck. Is Grasp better than Eliminate in this matchup? Wonder if that's true. Snake me, daddy. Do I want to pump? I think the answer is no, and I'm just going to cast Rankle. Hey, Shelby Z. Thanks for the 12 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I have another snake. Look at that, chat. We found a non-breeding pool deck and we won a match. Easy game. Easy game. So our deck, maybe our deck just has bad matchups against breeding pool decks. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to pull up a recent major tournament and see how many bad matchups we have if we're only bad against breeding pool decks. Let's take a look here. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, here's a question. Assuming Wizards of the Coast is Wizards of the Coast, and they make decisions tomorrow that are Wizards of the Coast-like decisions, should we also ban Uro from the Hooglandia Open, or is that too many? Is banning 3 cards too many cards? I don't know. I feel like if they don't... I feel like if they ban something from Gruul and don't also ban Uro, that Uro's probably reasonable to kill. Yeah, we're gonna wait. I'm not gonna make any decisions until after tomorrow. I'm not gonna make any decisions till after tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's mostly needs to depend on what Wizards does. Well, so far we're 4 out of 4 on boarding in 4 Noxious Grasp. So we've got that going for us. Split these all around here. I would be incredibly surprised if they banned Ember Cleave in Historic. I think that would be the correct thing for them to probably do. Which makes it even less likely that they'll do it. I don't need a poll in chat right now, Wargy. The poll in chat doesn't mean anything and I don't like wasting people's time. Yeah, Grazer's good, but at least Grazer has card disadvantage. Like, Grazer actually has a real drawback to set a low bar. To, like, take the bar and drop it on the floor, Grazer has a real drawback. I'm gonna ban Rankle. I'm just gonna kill them in 2 turns with this Rotting Regisaur. Hey, Soulbound. Thanks for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hooglandia. For people that are interested in playing a modified historic format tournament next weekend with full coverage, details for the upcoming Hooglandia Open will be found on MTG Melee there. It's our fourth Open, sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. It will be scaling prizes for that tournament. Everybody that gets at least 5 match wins will win some Cool Stuff Inc. store credit. Am I going to write articles on Runeterra? No, I don't even write articles for Magic anymore. The amount of time it takes to write good written content in proportion to the time it takes me to produce it is less profitable than just turning on my stream. It's more work for less money. I'm a big fan of, if you're not going to do something well, don't bother doing it. So, like, I could make low-effort articles and, like, churn them out, but I think I'd rather just not. I'm not naming particular sites or particular content producers. People do what they gotta do to survive. I'm in the enviable position that I can afford to say, hey, I don't want to do this. I'd rather not make money. Some people don't have that privilege. A lot of people don't have that privilege. Thanks for the Prime support, Houseboy. Yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of Arena this week. Gonna be primarily historic focused with Jumpstart coming and the Bandless update happening tomorrow. That's the other thing too, people talking about the metrics of the number of people that are signed up for the Open. Like, the only metric of success for the Open is far from the number of people that play in it too. Like, remember, at the end of the day, I'm putting on the Open with the goal of producing content. So, like, if there are good numbers of people watching it, that's also a measure of success for me too. So, like, whether or not there's something we continue to do isn't just based upon the number of people playing, but also the number of people that are tuning in. I don't think video content necessarily just, like, it's just, you know, like I said, it's just a pure numbers thing, right? Like, I actually enjoy producing written content. I'm just an adult with 3 kids now that just, like, has a pretty finite amount of time available to me. Why are you feeling pretty dead? I think we're in a fine spot. Trade boards. I have castles. Like, we could die here, but I think we're a little bit ahead at the moment. He says before his opponent top decks the best planeswalker in the game. Spicy McNicken, thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back. Good chat. Good chat. think Historic will explode in popularity once rotation comes around, and a large majority of the players will be Historic only. Why do you think rotation will make a bunch of players be Historic only players? Okie doke. To give the people on the testing team an incredible benefit of the doubt, I have to think that something must have really fundamentally changed in their testing. Like, some numbers on some amount of cards must have changed late into testing that they then didn't retest to end up with what we have going on here. Because Nissa and ramp decks aren't really that oppressive in Historic, chat. People are asking why I didn't elect to ban things from ramp decks by default. The Gruul decks are really fucked up in Historic, chat. And the Nexus decks also push these other ramp decks out of the format. So again, just like, it's good in Standard, why didn't you ban it in your Historic tournament? Just like, because they're different formats, chat. Yeah, I actually think that's the case, Just Ellie. In fact, I think if Wizards doesn't manage Historic, there's a good chance we move back to being a primarily Standard stream with rotation once all the really offensive cards have rotated out. Like, sure, Uro and Cleave are still going to be there, but, like, not having to... Like, the problem with Magic for the last year is that you literally can't escape War of the Spark in Magic right now. Every format of Magic has Narsets and Tefris running around in it to just, like, a miserable player experience. We're not, my ban list doesn't have anything that cuts anything off of Gruul. Like, do you not understand what the tournament plans are? I feel like maybe you missed the details. So, if we draw another Demonic Embrace here, we can kill them with a second flyer. This is not quite lethal, huh? No matter how I slice it. We just picked this up. What are my thoughts on Growth Spiral? I think Growth Spiral's fine. I think Growth Spiral feeling offensive is a symptom of everything else around it. I think Growth Spiral's not that different than Explore. I think a Boreal Grazer and Uro are far more offensive than Growth Spiral. If you just subscribe today, Soulbound, you need to wait up to 2 hours because it doesn't sync automatically. It syncs on a cycle every couple of hours. Did they not realize I can recast this Demonic Embrace? I'm really confused. I mean, we take those, I guess, but I'm kind of confused. Oh, you know what? They're a Mayhem Devil deck. I should leave all my Eliminates in. Yeah, I probably want max ways to kill Mayhem Devil as opposed to the Nox. I was thinking I wanted a couple of ways to kill, extra ways to kill Korvold, but having ways to kill Mayhem Devil is probably more important than having ways to kill Korvold. You know what? Let's just Flying Dino. Nailed it. It's a neat one. Hopefully, running Spawns of Mayhem here. Can run them down. I'm surprised they left Bolas the Citadel in against us. Yeah, that's correct, Conrad. Flying is identical to Elusive from Runeterra, and Trample is identical to Overwhelm. With the key difference being in Magic that you can block multiple things to a single attacker, so Trample's a little bit worse in Magic than Overwhelm is in Runeterra. Gosh, remember when we were excited about Godzilla cards so we thought they might be playable? It feels like a decade ago. So we're all in on the old Citadel plan, huh? And I'm dead? Am I dead? It's good. It's good. This explains a lot. Oh, there's so many combo kills in this game, chat. There's so many combo kills. Okie doke. Yeah, I'm hoping that, I'm really hoping that Mutate ends up being similar to Explore, where like post rotation Mutate does something like Explore had to wait for things to rotate to do something. Is my hope. Is mono green genuinely good, or is it mainly because of skews? I mean, like, those two things aren't mutually exclusive, right? Like, the green deck can be genuinely good, and skews is part of what makes it good. No, Magic does not have sets that are always legal like Hearthstone. The way Magic standard format works is it expands between 5 and 8 sets. So you'll have, when you go down to 5 sets, you build back up to 8, and then when the 9th set would be introduced, you reset back. Or Super Dead here. Yeah, I'm playing this for almost an hour. I'm gonna call it. This deck's a dumpster fire. This format's a dumpster fire. This application is marginally better than a dumpster fire. Let's play some Runeterra. If I said this didn't go like I was expecting, I'd be lying to you. I'm not accepting any more standard submissions until a rotation happens or they ban something. We entertained a few. It wasn't fun. I can't. I tweeted this yesterday, but I feel like I'm not the target audience of Magic standard format, or maybe even their constructed formats. Like, it's just someone in my mentions summed it up well. It's like, do people want this like combo prison gameplay that like Runeterra and all this other stuff produces? Did I say Runeterra and I meant Reclamation? Like Reclamation and all this stuff going on in this format? Am I just like some kind of Magic boomer that wants I want these mid-range games, and I want like aggro decks that aren't combo killing at the end of the day? And it's just like, maybe am I the one that's wrong? Because like Wizards is definitely the way they manage their formats and what decks they have be the best. It definitely feels like I'm the one who's wrong. Yeah, Baneslayer Angels, like, it's Baneslayer Angels standard legal, right? It's like not even close to playable. Like, someone else had a good server. What was that green 5-drop mythic? What was it? This card. This card should be incredible. Instead, it's just not even playable, right? Like why is this stat line with these effects, like, just not even remotely... It's for the same reasons Baneslayer Angel's not remotely playable, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It makes me sad. Magic's been such a big part of my life for so long. I don't feel like I fit. I don't feel like the things that I enjoy are the things that it provides anymore. Like I said, I'm going to hold out, and we're going to keep doing some Magic through rotation to see if they can get their stuff together. And who knows, maybe the update on Monday is going to be reasonable, and they adjust Historic a little bit in a way that makes it super great. We'll see. They are updating Historic on Monday, so we'll find out tomorrow what their plans are and what they want their formats to look like. For the rest of the day, I'm going to shift gears over to Runeterra.